Hey everybody, it's Brian back with Cato Family Farms. Now here is the 8 5-gallon pots that I acquired, and I got them lined at the bottom about an inch or two of wood chips, kind of help with water retention, soil retention and stuff. And I have here a mixture of potting soil and minced up leaves, crushed up leaves, and that's what I'm going to be using to fill my pots up. And so I found that bag of leaves side of the road, and I had one bag of Happy Frog potting soil. So to make it stretch it out, I stepped on the potting soil just a little bit, and we're going to be filling it up with these here potatoes. These are some of the smaller ones I had growing out of the garden, and some of these look kind of crazy. They got these long. They've been sitting in the pantry for a little while, so they started growing eyes and real long eyes. But we're gonna try to put them in the ground, and see what we can do with them, and see what we can grow. And here, I had a couple of pieces of garlic from my garlic that I grew this year that was already starting to sprout out. So why not? Just when I had this extra pot just laying around with some soil in it, I mended it a little bit, and so I said I'm just going to plant them in there, and we'll see what happens. And over here is some pieces of ginger that I had in another pot, and so I didn't need all of that soil just sitting there, so I took some of the soil out and put it in this planter that I got for $1. And I'm going to see if I can grow some ginger indoors this winter. It may rot, but it may work. I don't know. Won't know unless you grow it. But we're going to get these pots filled up and start putting some of these potatoes in here. There's 3 of them got soil in them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fill up the last 5, but we're going to see. I guess those crunched up leaves stretched it out a little farther than I thought it was going to. So we got 8 pots here. And they all got a pretty decent amount of stuff in them. So we're gonna, I'll label them later. We're gonna put a few of these per pot. I'll say I'll do 2 per pot. No, I don't really need to go too much more than that. These pots are decent size, but they ain't that big. Got these little old bitty inky dinky suckers here. Here you go. We're gonna see what they do anyway. Even if I just get a little bit, that'd be alright with me. I mean, didn't cost me nothing. All it cost me was that bag of potting soil, and it's been sitting in the backyard in the greenhouse for about 2 months. Now I did amend this a little bit with some of this fertilizer. I think it was a 3-4-3 fertilizer, some Happy Frog fertilizer. So it's got a little fertilizer in it. It ain't plain Jane. But we're gonna see how this does. Like I said, if I get little potatoes out of it, that's fine with me. I ain't expecting no super huge harvest or nothing. Move these out the way that way. I know I already got these. Yeah, had some red potatoes and some gold potatoes. Make sure I didn't put nothing in this one yet. Like I said, you won't know unless you grow. If it's a big flop, hey, I ain't lose nothing. I just wasted a little time. But at the end of the day, really not wasting time either, because these crushed up leaves, they gonna break down while they're sitting in these here pots. They're gonna break down, and basically I'm in this whatever I do with them, I can put them in the compost, or I can take this stuff out and put it in a raised bed if it don't do nothing. So, you know, it's a win-win for me. I ain't losing nothing. It'll be just fine. A couple extra leaves. Now here is where I'm getting down to these little bitty jokers. Like I said, it'll be fine. If I don't get nothing, that's fine too. I said, if you don't know it, if you don't grow it, you won't know it. So we'll make some experiments happen out of it. That's all it is anyway, just a little experiment to see if it's gonna work. And if it works, I'll know that I can do it next year. Same thing. These little ones, they didn't get eat up. I probably could have put them in a pot and boiled them or whatever, but they just didn't get eat up. So we're gonna see how it does. Like I said, it'll be fine. Whatever happens, happens. I ain't gonna be mad about it. Why be mad about it, you know? And these things here, they with these long deals on them, they look kind of crazy. They look like something out of a deep sea ocean book. You know what I don't know. Oh, alien legs or something. But if it grows something and does good, it'll be some good eating anyway. So we ain't gonna worry about it. Alright, that's it. Yeah, I said I was gonna label it, but I probably won't. You know, it'll be a 5-gallon bucket surprise. Alright, I'm gonna put a little more soil on top of this, and I might top it off with some of them crunched up leaves to keep some of that soil in it, maybe insulate it a little bit, but we'll see what happens. Cato family out.